Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into Harvard's expert guide on how to build a resume and cover letter that really, truly works. We're talking about crafting documents that don't just list what you've done, but actually get you noticed and kick open the doors to your next big career move. Okay, let's just start with the most shocking stat out there. You get 6 seconds. That's it. That's the average time a recruiter is going to spend looking at your resume before they make that split-second decision, yes or no. So yeah, every single detail, every word, it all matters. We're going to make sure every one of those seconds works for you. All right, first things first. Before we get into all the cool action verbs and formatting tricks, we have to lay the foundation. We've got to be crystal clear on what a resume actually is and, more importantly, what its one true purpose is. Because once you get this, it changes how you write the entire thing. You know, the guide really nails the definition here. A resume is not your life story. It's not a diary of every single task you've ever done. It is a brief, informative summary. The keywords there are brief and informative. Think of it like a highlight reel, a marketing brochure for you, showcasing only your strongest, most relevant skills for the specific job you want. And this is the most important thing to remember. Your resume has one job, and one job only. It is not to get you the job. Its sole purpose is to be so good, so compelling, that it makes someone say, okay, I need to talk to this person. That's it. That's the only goal. Just get in the room. Okay, so now that we know why we're writing it, let's get into the how. This is the blueprint. These are the essential, non-negotiable rules for formatting and content that are going to make your resume look professional and, well, actually work. And these rules are so simple, but they make a huge difference. The do's are all about making the recruiter's life easy. Be consistent, make it easy to read. That makes you look organized and professional. But honestly, the don'ts are just as crucial. No I or me. We already know it's about you. And please, no pictures and don't list your references. Those are classic mistakes that can get you tossed in the no pile right away. Now let's talk about the words you use. Your language has to be super sharp. Be specific, not vague. Be active, not passive. And we're going to hit that hard in a second. And this is a big one. Be fact-based. If you can put a number on it, do it. Increase sales is okay, but increase sales by 20%, that's what gets attention. Numbers just pop off the page. All right, now for my favorite part. This is the engine of your resume. We're talking about using action verbs to turn a boring list of duties into a powerful story of your accomplishments. This is how you go from sounding like you were just there to sounding like you were the one making things happen. So you weren't just in charge of a project. No, you spearheaded. You didn't just help with a team effort, you orchestrated it.
You weren't responsible for looking at data. You analyzed it.
And you didn't just work on building something, you engineered it. You see that? It's a totally different energy. These words show ownership and impact.
Okay, now look at this transformation in action. It is night and day. The before column, it's just a boring job duty. Responsible for, who cares? But look at the after column. Automated, reducing major incidents by 23%. That's not a duty. That's a result. That is the value you bring to the table. And that's what gets you the interview.
Okay, but a great resume is only half the battle. You need its partner in crime, a compelling cover letter. Think of it this way. If the resume is the what you did, the cover letter is the why you did it and why you want to do it for them. It's where you add your story, your voice, a little bit of personality. And don't just blow this off as a formality. The guide makes it super clear. Your cover letter is a test. It's a writing sample. It's a screening tool. They're judging your ability to communicate clearly and persuasively. So yeah, it's a really big deal. And the best way to ace that test is to stick to this simple 3-paragraph structure. In the opening, get straight to the point. The middle is where you connect the dots for them. Don't just list skills. Tell a quick story. Instead of, I'm a good leader, say, I led a team that delivered a project 10% under budget. Show, don't just tell. And then the closing. End strong. Reiterate your excitement and give them a clear call to action. Okay, you've written your resume, you've written your cover letter, you feel good. But wait, before you even think about hitting that apply button, we have to do one last check. Let's count down the top 5 mistakes that will get your application thrown right in the trash. Coming in at number 5, spelling and grammar mistakes. Seriously, there is zero excuse for typos in 2024. It just screams that you don't care about the details. Proofread it, then have a friend proofread it, then read it out loud. Just don't let a typo sink your chances. At number 4 is a simple one that's just painful. Missing your contact info. You've done all this incredible work to impress them, and they literally can't contact you to set up an interview. Double, triple check that your email and phone number are there and correct. And at number 3, we're circling back to this because it is that important. Using weak, passive language. Phrases like, duties included, or was responsible for, are resume poison. They suck the life out of your achievements. Stick to those strong, powerful action verbs. The number 2 mistake is an absolute killer in that 6-second world. A resume that's a total mess. If it's cluttered, disorganized, or just a giant wall of text, the recruiter is just gonna sigh and move on. Use clean formatting, clear headings, and lots of white space. Make it easy on their eyes. And here it is, the number 1 biggest mistake people make, sending out a generic, one-size-fits-all resume. You absolutely have to customize your resume for every single job you apply for. Read the job description, find the keywords, and then tweak your bullet points to show them you are the perfect solution to their specific problem. So at the end of the day, here's the big takeaway. These aren't just historical documents. They aren't just paper. They are your personal marketing tools. They are the advertisement for brand you. And they're the very first step in the campaign to land your next great job. By using all these principles, you get to control the narrative. You get to tell your story your way. So the final question is, what story is your resume going to tell? Is it going to be a passive list of things you had to do? Or is it going to be a powerful, compelling story of achievement, of impact, and of your amazing potential? The choice is totally yours.